My daughter's wedding is finally approaching. I hope all the preparations are in order. We'll be in trouble if anything goes wrong. Oh, Mindy, yes, I did everything I could to help with the preparation. I'm looking forward to the day of the wedding. You're so easy-minded. Huh? You've got to make sure everything is perfect, right up until the very last minute. Did you even think about my entrance scene? I'm the bride's mother, so you have to make sure it's well directed. Well, yes, but it's your daughter's wedding, right? She is the star of the show. Yes, that's right. But as my son's wife, you have to handle everything perfectly. That's not what I meant. Why do you need an entrance scene? Your daughter will walk the aisle with her father. Can you just sit during that? That's not okay. I'm the bride's mother, remember? Of course, I need the most lavish entrance scene. It's always been my dream. I've never heard of such a thing. You'd better think about it. That's your duty as my son's wife. Get on with it since my daughter and I are both busy. Okay then.
Sorry that my mom asked you to prepare something stupid. Sounds like she's forcing you to do it. If you don't want to do it, you can say no to her. I'm sure she's just blabbering nonsense.
I don't mind at all. I'm just trying to figure out what to do. I mean, I've never heard of a bride's mother who needs a lavish entrance scene or anything like that.
Me neither. Just let it slide. I don't think we need a lavish entrance scene for the bride's mother. My sister wants to decide what to do and not do in her own wedding. Mom knows about that, so she decided to talk to you and was planning to make you persuade my sister to grant her wish. Mom's really getting on my nerves.
I secretly contacted your sister to make arrangements for her wedding. Seems that your mother wants to show off, isn't she?
You're right. Dad's already tired of dealing with Mom. He said that he can't keep up with her. Now that my sister is getting married, maybe it's time for my parents to move on.
Move on? What do you mean?
Dad said he can't keep up with Mom's egotism anymore. Looks like he has given up hope on Mom. He said the last few years have been tough on him. Now that my sister is married, I think he's relieved. To be honest, I want Dad to be free.
I see. So that's how it's going to be. Well, first things first, your sister's wedding. I'll do my best to support her. So let's make a fantastic marriage celebration for the sake of your dad's happiness.
Go for it. Thanks, Abigail.
Richard, what's wrong? I'm on the train.
Abigail, Dad just collapsed.
Seriously? Hey, you! It's my daughter's wedding today. Aren't you supposed to pick me up at 10 to go to the wedding? What are you doing? How long are you going to make me wait? What are you talking about, Mindy? Are you out of your mind? I won't allow you, who is my son's wife, to come late. It's my daughter's wedding day. I told you that you had to be perfectly prepared. This is not the time to be talking like that. Wait a minute. Didn't you hear anything about your husband? I wonder if that's possible. Today's wedding is cancelled. What did you say? You're not doing your duty as my son's wife. I'll have you divorce Richard. What are you saying at a time like this? Why are you so angry? It's because you canceled the wedding out of the blue. I've been waiting for you to come and pick me up. How are you going to take responsibility for what you've done? I didn't cancel the wedding by myself. Instead of getting angry, I think it's time for you to see the reality. Stop kidding me. You just canceled my daughter's wedding. Are you sure you have no idea what's going on? Now is a difficult time for us to think about the wedding. Richard contacted you, didn't he? What are you blabbering about? You canceled my daughter's wedding, you lousy woman. If you don't want to get divorced from my son, Come here now.
We're all at the funeral hall now.
What?
You're the one who should hurry up and come over here. I heard you haven't been in touch with anyone since yesterday. What have you been doing? I've been trying to reach you, but you didn't respond at all.
The funeral hall? Why? It should be the wedding ceremony hall, isn't it? Explain to me what's going on.
Your husband just passed away.
Seriously? Are you trying to deceive me?
Absolutely not. You didn't know that your own husband died suddenly? Your relatives and the hospital staff called you, didn't they? Why didn't you answer the phone?
I don't answer calls from unknown numbers. I don't trust you. Your joke isn't funny at all. I can't believe that my husband died. He was alive and kicking.
It was a heart attack. I heard that his heart condition isn't well. He must have suffered a lot.
Is that why Richard kept calling me? He called the other day to warn me about my attitude towards you. I thought it was just another one of those things, so I ignored his call. I didn't know that my husband passed away.
I'm sure that you're very upset since you found out the truth. Of course, the wedding will be cancelled and no one will come. It's not the right time to talk about the wedding. So I didn't mean to cancel the wedding suddenly because I was the one who's responsible for the planning, but I had no choice.
When will we have the wedding then?
I wonder why you're still talking about that. Your husband had a hard time, so the relatives have already gathered since yesterday. By the way, where were you last night?
Me? I was busy with the wedding preparations and stuff, so I moved from place to place.
Wedding preparations? What do you mean?
Well, I had to go to the beauty salon and everything. A mother of the bride shouldn't look so shabby. She has to appear beautiful.
So you were going out alone to make yourself look as good as you could? You stayed out late at night and you just ignored the calls from your relatives. That's quite selfish.
I didn't know anything about my husband. There was no phone call.
You said that you ignored Richard's calls. I'm sure the hospital staff called you too.
I told you about that earlier. I just didn't think it was a call I should take.
Didn't you hear from any other relatives? Oh, I got it. You don't get along with your relatives, so that's why you didn't register their numbers.
I beg your pardon? There are things you can say and things you cannot.
Anyway, I think Richard did contact you. Your husband was in a lot of trouble, and it's your fault for not answering the phone call. You have no right to complain.
So what about my husband? Is he okay? He's alive, isn't he?
Didn't you listen to what I told you? I'm telling you that I'm now at the funeral hall with the relatives. Don't you know what that means?
A funeral hall? Really? How is that possible? You're lying, aren't you? You're just trying to trick me.
How could I deceive you with such a thing? It's all true. Your husband passed away while you were enjoying your beauty treatments with his money.
Oh my God! I didn't know anything about it. How could he die all of a sudden?
I don't think your husband wanted to die all of a sudden. He had a heart attack and that's the cause of his death. I'm sorry that you don't get along with the relatives and no one told you about what happened to your husband. But at least Richard was trying to reach out to you.
You're so persistent. I noticed that Richard called me, but I ignored him because I didn't think it was important. It's not my fault. Why didn't you guys try harder to contact me? You should have texted me.
Richard said that he texted you. He was trying to tell you that something bad happened to your husband. Didn't you notice that?
What? You're right. I saw his message now.
It's your fault then. Anyway, we're planning for the funeral now.
That's too sudden. I can't keep up.
I know, but you need to face the truth.
Then what about the wedding? What about all my hard work for that?
Excuse me?
I was looking forward to the wedding. What on earth am I supposed to do? Even my daughter was looking forward to it. What are you talking about? Do you realize that your husband is gone? Even your daughter still can't accept the fact that her father is gone forever. I know, but the wedding is different. What's different? Your daughter has already discussed it with her husband. She's decided to postpone the wedding. What? You're kidding, right? Postponed? Of course it's postponed. You're the only one who didn't know. I wonder why you keep talking about the wedding. Since you've chosen not to think about anything else other than your daughter's wedding, I can see why you're being shunned by your relatives. I'm sorry that I have to say this, but you are absolutely ridiculous. You're so rude, Abigail. What on earth are you trying to say? All you think about is showing off, and you don't think about your family at all. During my wedding, you were the center of attention, weren't you? You only cared about yourself. That's because I'm beautiful. It's true that you are beautiful for someone at your age, but there's no way the groom's mother would appear in a white dress during her son's wedding. I don't think anyone would have expected that. I think that's why you stood out. What am I going to do now that I have a new dress again this time? I rented it for the wedding, so I have to return it tomorrow. What a waste. I think I should wear it at the funeral. It's my husband's funeral, so I have to stand out, right? I'm sure he'd love that. Are you out of your mind? I beg your pardon? What a rude thing to say. I can't let you get away with it. I'll have Richard divorce you. You are the one who is being divorced. Huh? Actually, it seems that your husband had filed for divorce just before he passed away. He was already tired of living together with you. He decided to live separately after his daughter's wedding. There was also a letter addressed to you. Divorce? No way! I didn't hear anything about that. You can't just do whatever you want. The divorce papers were written by consent of both of you, so we just filed them. But you are not supposed to file it yet. What are you doing, submitting them on your own? It's your daughter's wedding, and you're trying to make yourself the center of attention. Also, you were threatening me by telling me that you'll have Richard divorce me over and over again. I think your husband must have got tired of it. It's crazy, no matter how you think about it, isn't it? I too understand very well how your husband feels. I'm already at the level of respect that he's been married to you for such a long time. How rude of you! Your husband passed away, Mindy. The husband who looked out for you so tenderly is gone now. He died while you were visiting the aesthetic salon. Why don't you reflect a little and grieve? Of course I'm sad. I can't attend the wedding, and I can't show off my beauty anymore. You're a horrible woman, you know that? Anyway, I'm on my way there now. At least, let me have a proper funeral. Tell everyone I'm on my way. I have to make it an emotional goodbye for him. Well, I'd rather do it at the wedding, to be honest. Richard is talking to the other relatives now. About what? Your husband had already divorced you, so I have a feeling that he doesn't want you to come to the funeral. What are you talking about? He's my husband. Your son and daughter don't want you to get in the way of their final goodbye to their father. They don't want you to interfere with it. That's a lie! I'm my husband's wife! Not anymore. You're divorced, so you are now a stranger. All the relatives don't want you to come either. Why? I can't believe this is really happening. The fact is, you have not been a good wife. I'm afraid I won't be seeing you anymore. Now, if you'll excuse me. Wait! Don't abandon me! Tell me where the funeral hall is. I'll be right there. I'm not going to tell you where it is. You can go on your own and regret what you've done. Anyway, goodbye, Mindy. I hope I won't see you again forever. Of course, Mindy was not allowed to attend the funeral by anyone. She never got to meet her ex-husband and bid farewell to him. I feel a little sorry for her, but I'm sure that my father-in-law was relieved. After that, according to his will, my father-in-law gave the family home to his daughter and son. Nothing belongs to Mindy. Seeing the empty house, Mindy finally realized what a terrible thing she had done. It is truly appalling that she didn't realize what she had done until this happened. It's too late to regret it now, isn't it? Where are you? Are you still at work? Or are you with a girl again?
Yeah, so what? I'm having dinner right now.
That's enough. How many times have you done this? The affair...
I'm a popular guy. That's why girls want me. It can't be helped. If they like me and I say no, you'll feel sorry for them, won't you? Being popular is tough.
You and I are married, remember? You're a married guy, you know that, right?
I know, but is there a rule that says I can't hang out with other girls just because I'm married? Besides, we're just having dinner now.
I'm sure there is.
Is that so? But you never asked for divorcing. Well, you can't divorce me no matter how much I cheat on you. I make more money than most people since I work for my dad's company. It's a stable job. That's why you can't get divorced. I'm the only reason you can live in peace.
That's a lot of confidence. That doesn't mean I won't ask you to get divorced, but...
What other reasons you got? You married me for the money, right? Women are easy.
No, you were nice to me when we were together. You were so gentle. That's what attracted me to you and made me decide to marry you.
Okay.
If you cheat so much, why do you stay married? Because you still love me, right?
Huh? It's for my sake that I don't divorce. You're not bad looking, and everyone around me is married, so I need a wife at least. You know, men have pride, and we need to show off.
Are you serious? Are you married just for that reason?
Huh? What else is there?
That's terrible. You told me you loved me when you proposed. Your words made me so happy from the bottom of my heart.
Because if I didn't say so, you wouldn't have gone through with the marriage.
From now on, I want us to be a normal couple. Can't we talk about this once?
Talk about what? I don't have anything to tell you.
I'll forgive you for cheating me, so I want you to stop cheating. I want you to love me.
I've told you 1,000,000 times that my cheating habit was my parents' fault. My parents' bad education made me the way I am now. I can't fix it. But you can't divorce me, so I'm fine the way we are.
You may be fine, but I'm not. Don't blame your parents for how you grew up. Besides, your parents didn't teach you that it's okay to cheat, did they?
No, but my parents have always been bad, and that's what I tried to copy.
You say that a lot too, but are you sure? What do you mean by saying bad?
What do you mean?
When I went to your parents' house, they told me some of the old stories, but they were all stories with love. Nothing you're saying matches to them. That's why I can't believe it.
Shut up. If you keep talking like that, I will feel that I don't want to go home even more. I'm not going home today.
No, I want to have a conversation. I won't say anything else. Just come home.
It's your fault for not coming home. I've got this nagging wife at home, and who would want to feel to go home?
I'll shut up, so I want to discuss what we're going to do. That's why I want you to come home. This is important to us, right?
Yeah, only if I can.
My husband did not come home that day. Even after the affair was exposed in this way, he didn't mind, blamed his parents, and showed no apology. Even so, we were still newlyweds. I believed that my husband would change someday and did not think about divorcing. However, my husband's behavior did not change. When are you coming home? You haven't been home lately.
If I come home, you're so noisy.
Noisy? I'm saying this for your own good. You have no idea. Where the hell do you sleep every night?
I hop around houses to sleep.
Are they girls' houses again?
It's none of your business. Why do I have to tell you so much?
The other day, your father called me. He told me that you sent him pictures of your trip. He was happy that you and I are getting along.
So what?
You know what I mean? I haven't traveled with you lately, so you sent him pictures of you and your girlfriend, didn't you? How could you do such a thing? To show your parents how well we get along, I had to lie to him. Do you know how I felt? What was I supposed to say?
I don't know. I didn't ask you to lie to him. You did it on your own. Why are you complaining to me?
You're not going to be able to work for your father's company if you're like that. Do you understand that?
Why? That's none of his business. It's my father's company. I'm his son.
Your father is a strict person. If he knew about your affair, what would he say?
I told you, it's their fault for me being like this. He can't be mad at me. Stop being stupid.
Then, can I tell him the truth?
Go ahead. But if you tell him, we'll get divorced immediately.
Don't say like that. I didn't do anything to make you think you want to get divorced. I'm doing my best to live happily with you. Why don't you understand?
When did I tell you to do that? I didn't ask you to do anything. Don't put this on me when you're doing it on your own.
Please don't cheat on me again.
I've transferred enough money. Don't complain. It's my life. Let me do what I want. I want to live happily ever after.
But you are my husband, and I'm your wife. It's not just about your life. It's our lives, okay? You're married to me, so it's not right to let you do what you want.
Don't be bossy. You're a housewife. You can't even eat properly without me.
That's...
You tell me not to cheat on you, and you tell me I'm a bad person every day? You married me for money, right? That's worse than me. You wanted my property, right? Tell the truth.
No. I told you before, didn't I? Why do you think like that?
It's time to show me your true self. You're also cheating on me, aren't you?
How could you say that? I'm not having an affair.
The more you tend to lecture people like this, the more you suck in your true nature. I doubt it.
I'm not like that. Don't change the subject. Stop cheating on me and do the right thing. Otherwise, your father will find out and he'll fire you from your job. If that happens, it'll ruin your life.
Huh? You think a parent would fire his son? My dad can't fire me, no matter how much he hates me. I don't need you to worry about me.
How do you know? Your father cares about the company. And he always says trust is important. I'm sure he'll get mad at you, telling you not to ruin the impression.
If it happens, I'll think about what to do then. It's none of your business. Leave me alone now.
I'm your wife. Of course it matters to me. This is enough.
I'm going to get tired of going out eventually, and will be at home all the time. So let me do what I want to do while I still can. It's like heaven to live freely every day, isn't it?
I told you when we got married, right? I wanted to get married, but I said if you still wanted to play around, I should wait for you, so do what you want while you still can.
You might have said that, but I wasn't thinking seriously at that time. I was still a kid, you know.
That's why this is happening. I think it's time for you to come home. Let's have a talk.
You really are a persistent bitch. Don't blame me just because I'm cheating. If you want to get divorced, then I would. I'm the next president of the company, and I don't think you can get divorced though. I'm busy now, so don't text me.
I was a fool for trusting my husband. I can't believe anything about him anymore. I finally decided to divorce him. I didn't think I would get divorced so soon. I felt sorry for my family and friends who had blessed me with our marriage, but I couldn't stand it. Hey, I need to talk to you.
What? Another lecture? I'm sick of it.
Let's get divorced.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I can't take it anymore. I want to get away from you.
If you divorce me, you can't live. Do you understand that?
You don't have to worry about that. I'm going to my parents' place and I'll find a job soon. Besides, it's harder for me to stay with you than surviving my life.
Wow, you say bossy things.
I put up with it because I trusted you. But after yesterday, I couldn't take it anymore. We don't need to be married anymore, do we?
Well, if you want to get divorced, I'll accept it. But I don't want to get divorced because you want to. So, pretend that I told you.
Okay, that's fine. I'll do whatever it takes to divorce you.
Just don't tell anyone around here that it's because I cheated on you, okay? We're getting divorced because you're short-tempered and restrictive. It's your fault, okay?
I hate to say it myself, but I've put up with you for cheating this long, and I don't like being called short-tempered. But, well, I'm not going to have anything to do with you anymore once we're divorced, so that's fine.
Right? Don't complain every time. Then don't ever ask me for help again, okay? We don't even have kids.
I wouldn't do that. I'm the one who's asking for divorce, but I'm going to ask for compensation.
Huh? Compensation? You think you can do such a thing?
You were unfaithful to me, so I have the right to file a compensation for emotional distress. Everyone knows. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Well, I have a dad who's the president. I can make money, so I have plenty of it. I can pay you at once. Don't be bossy anymore.
Yeah, but you'll have to contact a lawyer to talk about how you pay.
A lawyer? I thought you were a calm person, but hey, don't get cocky. What's with that attitude?
What? Is there a problem with lawyer? It'll be easier if we use them, right?
What's with that tone? Then I don't want to pay it anymore. You've got to be kidding. I'll never pay you.
What are you talking about? It's not up to you to decide whether or not to pay. Let's have a lawyer make the decision for us, okay?
I'll tell the lawyer all about that bossy attitude. You don't even have any proof that I cheated on you in the first place, right? How are you going to claim compensation?
I have plenty of evidence. First of all, you admitted to cheat on me through text. And when I saw you cheating, I actually took a picture of it.
Oh well, then do whatever you want. Such a cowardly bitch.
I'll do however I like. If you want to talk to me, you'll have to go through my lawyer from now on, okay?
Okay. I'll never go home again.
The divorce was easily finalized without even seeing my husband. I also filed for compensation, and I felt somewhat relieved. After the divorce, I went back to my parents' house, managed to find a job, and was enjoying my life. Then, 1 month after the divorce, it seemed that he got a punishment.
Hey, Melissa.
What? I told you not to contact me again, didn't I? Can you please talk to the lawyer?
I don't have time. My dad made me quit my job.
Oh? Why?
I got in a fight with a girl at work. She told my dad all about me. He said I was a disgrace to the company.
Oh, well, I guess you got what you deserved, right? I mean, is this the girl I filed for compensation?
That's right. She said it was my fault for being charged. She's been blaming me the whole time. And then she told my dad that she would quit the job.
Yeah, but that's none of my business. Why are you telling me that?
Because he won't give me any money. He told me to get a job myself.
Yeah, so?
I can still make a living for now, but eventually I can't pay the compensation. I don't have that kind of money.
Even if you say so, you have to pay what you have to. You promised.
Hey, Melissa, can't you do something about it? You're the only one who can help me.
Why? I tried to help you so many times, but you turned me down on everything, didn't you? I will never forgive you. I'm not going to help you because I don't forgive you. I don't want anything to do with you ever again. I don't want to see your face. I don't want to hear your voice. I don't even want to see your text.
Maybe you're still mad at me for cheating on you. I'm sorry for everything that happened. It was my fault. I was just a kid. Please forgive me. After I left you, I finally understood. I finally realized what a jerk I was.
You finally realized it? You didn't even listen to me when I tried so hard to convince you back then. I wanted you to realize.
Now I finally understand. I finally realized that you are the only one who will believe me this much and wait patiently for me. There is no other woman as good as you.
It's too late. It's too late for that. You're just saying it for now, aren't you? Everything you say sounds like a lie. And you're apologizing because you want me to do something about the compensation. It's for money, right? I'm not such an easy woman.
No, I realized I still love you. It's true. Believe me.
It was 100% your fault for cheating on me back then. You treated me like I was selfish and a bad person. But I still believed that you would understand me if we talked properly, so I put up with it for a long time. So don't tell me you love me so easily. Believe you? Hell no.
I'm sorry. I was cheating on you without a care in the world. It's really insane.
Right? If you understand that, then we're done.
You understand me? Can we start over?
Huh? Are you stupid? How could I think like that? I have nothing more to say to you. From now on, you're on your own and live a decent life.
No, without you, I might misbehave again.
So? It's none of my business if you misbehave. You can live as you like.
Don't abandon me, please. Help me. I'll do my best to make sure that you can live a satisfying life from now on. Would you reconsider?
You're fired.
Huh?
What are you talking about? You got fired from your job and asked me for help. Did you notice you're saying stupid things?
But I really might not be able to make a living. I might not be able to pay my rent and have nowhere to live. Don't you feel sorry for me?
None of my business. I don't want to hear from you again, so I'll block you. Goodbye.
Oh, no, Melissa, wait. You have to help me.
My ex-husband was working for his father's company without any problems. When he was working, he was making a good amount of money. But he had very little savings, and now he's really struggling to make ends meet. He has managed to get a new job, but he is struggling to pay the compensation. The luxurious life he had seemed to have flown away like a wind. But it's all his fault. I'm doing well at work and living happily at home with my family.
We can finally go for the honeymoon at last. I can't believe it's only a week away. I'm so excited and looking forward to it.
Me too. We've got 9 days and we're going to have so much fun.
I think I'm going to buy a French guidebook on my way home from work because it's so important to do some research in advance.
Agreed. Let's find some good restaurants. I want to know where the best wine is.
I want to go to a restaurant with a famous chef.
Most of famous restaurants are in Paris, so we should check that out.
Got it. It's our long-awaited honeymoon, so let's splurge.
Of course. Oh, and by the way, my mom is looking forward to it too.
Your mom? Why?
Because she's never been abroad. She's looking forward to it more than we are.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? I don't understand why your mom is involved.
What? Didn't I tell you? Since Mom has never been on an overseas trip before, she decided to join us.
I didn't know about that. It isn't a family trip. It's our honeymoon, Luther.
That's why Mom wants to join us. It's safer than going with a stranger, right?
I thought you said no to her.
How could I say no? It's Mom's request.
It's impossible. Let me say it again. It's our honeymoon.
Isn't it okay to have one more person on the trip? We're family anyway.
I've never heard about a mother who joins her son on his honeymoon trip. This is just unbelievable.
Well, Mom is different from other people.
Stop kidding me. I'm just saying that it's against the common sense.
It's just a trip, so it isn't a big deal. Are you telling me that you hate Mom?
That's not the point. This is not an ordinary trip. It's our long-awaited honeymoon.
It's still a trip, right? I just want to make Mom happy.
I mean, didn't your father say anything about that?
Dad's not going. I thought Mom will be lonely, so I invited Dad too, but he refused.
Oh my God, are you serious? Your dad did the right thing.
Is that so? I thought Dad said that because he hates going abroad.
I told you that's not what I meant. He was trying to tell you that there's no way he's going because it's our honeymoon.
You're just overreacting. Stop saying honeymoon over and over again. It's just a trip.
We've booked a nice hotel since it's our honeymoon, haven't we? I want to make it special for just the two of us.
It'll be a great memory for sure. Anyway, I want you to add an extra room. Also, please arrange Mom's airplane ticket.
Seriously? I told you that it isn't a family trip, didn't I? I can't believe you just said that.
What are you talking about?
I'm not going to arrange it. It's impossible.
You work at the airport, so it's easy for you to arrange the ticket, right? If possible, I want you to book the business class.
Stop talking nonsense. I'm getting dizzy.
Mom's getting old, so it's a torture to let her sit at the economy class for a long flight. We're young, so it's fine. Can you at least arrange that?
I can't.
You are a terrible person, Kelly. Mom said that it doesn't matter if we can't sit next to each other, so you could at least arrange her seat in business class.
I told you it's impossible. I didn't give permission for your mom to come with us in the first place.
Don't say that. Mom's so excited. You can speak French since that was your major in college, so she's counting on you. You should be proud since Mom seldom praise other people.
I don't care about that. Is she going to follow us every day during the trip?
Of course. I can't just let her travel alone overseas. She'll join us when we eat out too.
Do you really understand what a honeymoon trip is, Luther?
Mom isn't a selfish woman, you know. That's why we will be staying at a different room, so don't worry about that.
That's not the point.
She's expecting a honeymoon baby, so she doesn't want to intrude us. We're gonna have to work on that.
What? That's gross.
Hey, that's a terrible thing to say.
I don't think so. Anyway, if you really want your mom to come with us, I won't go.
Oh, come on, don't be so selfish.
Your mother is the one who's selfish. It's her honeymoon. It has to be just the two of us.
For your information, it'll be just the two of us in the hotel room.
We're going for a honeymoon trip to make memories together, right?
We can make memories, it's not a problem. Why are you so obsessed with making memories?
There will be one extra person there, so she'll ruin the memories.
You're being too rude. Think about how you say it. We're a family now.
We're a family, so normally your mom would refrain from joining us, just like what your father did.
Mom says she wants to go abroad a lot from now on. I can't imagine what the future holds if you don't want her to come with us.
Are you going to treat me like a tour conductor? That's too selfish.
I didn't say that. You can speak foreign language and you work at the airport.
Anyway, I'll never go if your mom is going.
If you keep talking like that, I'm leaving you.
Go ahead. I know how desperate you are to go on a trip with your mom. Are you telling me that you're prioritizing your mom instead of me? Fine then.
Why would I do that? I want to go with the three of us.
That's just unacceptable. I definitely refuse. For your information, I don't like your mom.
So now you're criticizing my mom, huh? That's enough.
I'm going to take this opportunity to say it outright. She makes fun of me a lot and she's also vulgar.
She's my mom. Well then, I'll make the arrangements.
You can do whatever you want. I'm definitely not booking a flight. If your mom is coming together with us, I'm not going.
Fine, have it your way, you stonehead.
If you seriously don't understand my feelings, I'll think about some things related to our future.
You're overreacting. It's just a trip. I'll take care of everything. Just calm down for now.
I'm perfectly calm, so you don't have to worry about me.
Got it. It's 9 days ahead, so maybe you'll change your mind by then.
I won't change my mind. You'd know that, don't you?
Let's just end this conversation for now. I'll take care of the extra arrangements.
You can do whatever you want. I won't change my mind.
You don't want to be in a bad mood during the trip, do you? Just do me a favor.
As it turns out, my husband really did arrange the airline tickets and hotel room for his mom. I was so disgusted by his behavior that I secretly canceled the tickets in my name. Also, I was deeply disillusionized by my husband's complete disregard for my arguments. My husband doesn't care about my feelings at all until the day of the trip.
Hey, I'm waiting for you at the airport.
What? Are you stupid? You left me at home and went straight there, didn't you?
You said you weren't going, so I'm just waiting for you to come back later. Me and Mom are being nice to you, aren't we?
Huh? I told you that I'm not going, didn't I?
Mom's waiting for you too. We're running out of time. She's gonna get really mad.
Let her be angry then. I'm seriously telling you that I'm not going. I've already canceled my ticket and hotel room.
What? You're seriously not going? It's your dream trip to France. I can't believe you just canceled it.
It was our honeymoon, but you insisted of having your mom joining us.
I'm so disappointed at you, Kelly. You're too stubborn.
Don't you get it? You haven't even spoken to me at home until today.
It was hard for me to do that because you were so angry the whole time. I can feel that. I thought the trip would cheer you up, so I was being patient.
What? I can't believe you just said that.
Well, I can't believe you're that mad at me. Just cut it out, okay?
I think you must do some Google search to find out the meaning of a honeymoon trip. I've been looking forward to it, but you've been ignoring my feelings.
Why don't you just go with us? No one said anything about not going. You're really stubborn, aren't you? I'm appalled.
I'm the one who's appalled. Did you forget that we have wedding photos planned for our honeymoon? We even planned to see the night view.
We just need to ask Mom to join us. Besides, we can see the night view together, so what's the problem? I think it's more fun if we have more people getting involved.
Don't you think it's a huge problem to have a night view date with your mom joining? Are you saying that you don't mind having your mother there for a romantic wedding photo shoot?
You're not my girlfriend anymore, you're my wife and you're our family. To be honest, I thought it would be more fun with Mom there.
Huh? What makes you think so? I don't understand.
Leaving my mom who gave birth to me to go abroad on her own, it's a little awkward. Mom is a special person to me.
You never said that when we were dating. We went on trips, but you didn't bring your mom there. Why did you decide to let her join our honeymoon?
To be honest, I've always wanted to have Mom join me at every trip. When we were dating, we were not a family yet, so I decided not to let her join me.
Seriously? You're a mama's boy. Ew, disgusting.
I'm not a mama's boy, I just love my mom. Anyway, I don't have time for this.
I don't need you to do that. You and your mom can do whatever you want.
You'll be in a better mood by the time we get back, right? I don't want to hear you whining or regretting about not joining the trip after we return.
I've had enough. You and your mom can enjoy yourselves during the trip. Just forget about me.
What a worst honeymoon trip. Well, I'm going to have fun anyway.
Yeah, whatever. You're going on a family trip, not a honeymoon trip.
You'll definitely regret your decision later. See you. Hey, Mom and I just got back from a trip. I don't know why, but we can't get into the house.
Oh, you're back.
I've been calling you multiple times. I can't open the door to the house. Where are you?
Well, that's because you can't use the same key anymore.
What do you mean? I don't get it.
I already sold the house.
Really? Can you explain why?
Please give the real estate agent the keys to the house you have. I'll let him know that you'll be in touch with him.
Don't play tricks on me. Are you still mad at me? Give me a break. I went to the trouble of buying you some souvenirs.
I'm not joking. I don't even want a souvenir.
Enough is enough. I've got a lot of luggage. Hurry up and let me in.
I told you the house has already been sold. If you think I'm lying, why don't you check with the real estate agent?
No, that's impossible. I have all my stuff inside the house. You can't just move out without permission.
I did move out anyway. I've sent all your stuff to your parents' house in the countryside. You don't have a problem with that, right?
What? Are you serious?
I'm very serious. I even got your dad's permission.
My dad? What? Why?
You just moved into the house I bought, so it's up to me to decide about when I want to sell the house.
Wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense at all. Why is Dad involved?
Don't you get it? We can't no longer stay married.
I still don't get it. What's going on? What happened when I was on the trip with Mom?
I'm asking for a divorce.
Why? We just got married.
I didn't expect such a speedy divorce either. I'm so disappointed in myself.
I don't have any intention of doing that. We promised to be with each other from now on, right?
I wish I could have noticed it when we were still dating. I didn't know that you were such a mama's boy. I don't want to stay married with you.
Was it because I went on a trip with Mom? That's not a good excuse to ask for a divorce.
I can't do it anymore. I don't even want to see you right now.
Why are you being so mean to me? I can't understand why you want a divorce.
Your dad said that it can't be helped. He even apologized to me for your behavior.
That's crazy. I'm his own son.
Your dad didn't know that you were such a horrible mama's boy. He was really upset. I feel sorry for him. Your dad said that I should seek for my own happiness.
How selfish. You said that you want to live a happy life together with me, didn't you?
Yes, that's what I thought, but after we got married, you always prioritized your mom. I'm fed up with your attitude.
What's wrong with taking care of my own mother? A good husband takes a good care of his mother, don't you think?
In your case, it's just too much to bear.
What? I was just doing what a son should do to his mom.
I was so mad when I found out that you are a mama's boy. If we were only in a casual relationship, I wouldn't mind about that at all.
I just wanted to show Mom how grateful I am to be her son.
You're so annoying. Your dad's getting tired of you too. So why don't you go back to your beloved mom? That'll solve everything.
Mom is important, but you are important too.
You're lying. Your mom is the most important thing to you, Luther.
Don't say that. I just feel like I can finally show her some filial piety.
I can't do this anymore. You were posting pictures of you and your mom having fun during the trip on social media without considering my feelings. Absolutely impossible.
What's wrong with that? Everyone else is doing the same thing, right?
Didn't you read the comments? One of them mentioned that having a honeymoon trip with your mom is so lame. It's definitely out of question.
I wrote the reason why I did that was because you couldn't come with us.
That's not the point. Can't you even see that all your friends are upset? You have gone too far.
Can't you at least allow me to post pictures of our trip?
I told you that's not the point. You don't understand anything, do you?
Anyway, I don't want a divorce. Where are you now? I'm still in front of our house.
I'm not going to tell you where I am since I'm already in my new apartment. Don't mind me.
That's where I'm going to live there too, right? We'll be together forever from now on.
No way, it's a one-bedroom apartment for a single person. I'm not going to live with you.
Are you seriously not going to tell me where you are now?
Of course not. I'm not going to tell someone I don't want to be with anymore. You're being too persistent.
Then what am I supposed to do?
I don't know. Why don't you go to your beloved mother's house?
I have to get on a plane to get there since it's a countryside.
You can do that, can't you? It's the best thing in the world to have a mother who loves you, lives together with you.
No, I love you, Kelly. Please understand that.
I don't want to understand. If you really loved me, you wouldn't do something I don't like.
I didn't know that you were so upset. I thought you were just being cynical. I'm sorry.
Do you have any idea about how much I was looking forward to our honeymoon trip? I did a lot of research on the internet and I even sent you pictures of places I wanted to visit.
I was also upset when you said that you didn't want to go with me and Mom.
I even made the reservations myself. I wanted to go to Paris.
Then why did you decide to cancel your reservations?
I wanted to go only with my beloved husband, just the two of us.
I finally understand now. I'm really sorry. I'm apologizing to you, as you can see. Let's go together for the next trip, just the two of us. I'll have it all arranged for you and I'll pay for everything. Anywhere you want to go, just name it.
It's too late. The man I thought I loved is the man I hate now. Just leave me alone.
How could you hate me in just a few days?
Because you didn't understand my feelings at all. You ignored everything I said and thought only about your mother.
I didn't mean that. I just wanted to make Mom happy since it's her first time to go abroad.
I had a feeling that I would never be your top priority. I could see my unhappy future awaits me. From now on, all you have to think about is your mom.
I won't let you be unhappy ever again.
I can't start a family with you. I can't do it. Please divorce me.
Don't say that, please. Mom said that she can't wait to see her grandchildren.
Can you please stop saying that? It's disgusting.
Mom's getting old and she can't wait any longer to see my grandkids. That's why I decided to get married to you. So please, Kelly.
I'm speechless. If you want to show your mom grandchildren so badly, do it with someone other than me. It's too creepy.
We're married, so let's not get a divorce.
I can't. I don't care if I need to go to the court or whatever. I'll get divorced. I have no property to own, so just divorce me quickly. I've had enough.
Calm down. Let's just talk it over, okay? I'll understand if you explain to me. Just tell me where you are.
I'm definitely getting a divorce, so I won't tell you where I am. If you don't book a flight soon, you're gonna have to stand in front of that house forever.
I'm sorry. I'll do whatever you say from now on.
Then why don't you cut ties with your mom?
Sorry, I can't do that. She's my own mother.
See? Well, I guess that's what I expected. I don't really care. Let's only communicate about the divorce.
I bought a scarf. I think you'll like it. I want to give it to you, so you need to tell me where you live. Please, Kelly.
I can't. Your mom picked that out for you anyway, didn't she?
How did you know that?
That's the worst. I don't want that.
Don't say that. Let's not get divorced and live together again. I beg you, Kelly.
I'll divorce you no matter how long it takes. Bye.
Wait, don't leave me. Don't abandon me.
Now go home to your beloved mommy, loser boy. Goodbye forever. My husband ended up staying at a hotel that day along with his travel bag. He applied for more paid holidays and managed to get an apartment. Then he went back to work. I was finally relieved. My mother-in-law called me with annoying complaints, so I immediately signed a contract with a lawyer. And I also issued a warning to my husband who was waiting for me in front of my office. The look on his face was priceless. After that, there was a lot of wrangling, but we managed to get divorced. It was a painful experience for me. I learned that I should choose my marriage partner more carefully.
Miley, I'm not sure if I can see you as my daughter-in-law. Helen, what do you mean by that? Well, your skills as a housewife are questionable. Well, I'm not saying I'm a perfect housewife, but I've definitely put in my fair share to keep this household running. Just hoping for a little acknowledgement, you know? I don't think it's a good idea to talk back to your mother-in-law in the first place. And it's not fair to ignore what I say either. I've been working full-time all along. I've been handling everything from breakfast and lunch to cleaning and laundry. I've done all the shopping and made dinner myself. What more do you expect from me? Sean is getting frustrated with you because you keep complaining, but aren't taking any action to change things. What? I overheard you and Sean arguing, you know? Looks like you're moving out, huh? So, basically, you and Sean are getting divorced, right? Helen, you heard about that? Well, you're nothing more than a maid in this house. We wouldn't be troubled at all if you left. Actually, I'm happy to be able to live alone with Sean. I know. I must have just been a nuisance for you, Helen. I could sense it every single day. Well, you seem to understand pretty well. Thinking you can just rely on Sean's income for everything is just wishful thinking. I've never thought of anything like that. I have a job too, and I've never considered relying on someone else's income. Do you want to imply that you earn more than him? You're so arrogant, even though you have a comfortable life thanks to my son. Honestly, it's hard to understand how a wife who can't even do housework properly insists she's doing everything right. But honestly, I feel relieved that you'll be gone soon. It's not surprising that Sean wants a divorce from you. With all due respect, I have been putting up with everything for quite a while now. I can handle being alone just fine. Huh? You and Sean never appreciate me. Every time I try to say something, you two would say hurtful things. Like I'm useless at chores and less than a maid. I can't take being treated poorly anymore. So I'm the one asking for a divorce. Hey, what's gotten into you? Asking for a divorce out of nowhere? Slow down a bit, will you? You're not exactly a pro at housework. And for someone who talks big about their job, your income isn't exactly impressive. Take a break from the jokes, seriously. No, seriously. And my income isn't exactly low. It's better if I'm not around here, right? Yeah, that's true, but honestly, I think it was Sean who wanted the divorce. I mean, let's face it. You're not exactly the epitome of a charming wife, are you? Excuse me? Your cooking's a flop, cleaning's subpar, and the laundry's always a wreck. Just as I've been saying, you're no better than a housekeeper. That's because you constantly make unreasonable demands. So you blame me? You always ask for something else when I've planned a meal. So I end up improvising with what we have. I said I'd clean up after work, but 5 minutes before I leave, you'd insist I do it right away. And the laundry? I fold it neatly, but you mess it up before I can even put it away. It's just too much. Wow. You blame me for all your poor housework. You've got some serious nerve. You're even less suitable to be my daughter-in-law. I agree with you, and I'm fed up with being your daughter-in-law. Since you're getting divorced with my son anyway, you should leave our house today. You don't need to come back here ever again. Sounds good to me. I'm sorry to bother you on your busy morning before work. Miley, where the hell are you? Why do I have to tell you? I assumed your mother would have already filled you in on the situation. I've packed up all my essentials, so you can do whatever you want with the rest of my things. What's the deal with that? I've had enough of you and your mother. I never want to go back to that house ever. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, remember our chat about the divorce? You signed those papers, right? I've kept them in my bag all this time. Today's the day I file them.
Wait a minute. I don't remember agreeing to that.
But you did sign it, right? Signing means you've agreed to the divorce, you know.
Well, I was pretty worked up when you brought up the whole divorce thing, so I just scribbled my signature on it in the heat of the moment. You know, I'd be in trouble if I divorced you, right? There's no way I'm supposed to go through with a divorce or anything like that.
No, I'm serious. I'm fed up with both you and your mother. I come home from work exhausted, and there's not a word of comfort. Just orders to do chores one after another. There's nothing enjoyable about it.
I'll talk to my mom.
Why was I even in that house? Isn't family supposed to support each other and live with mutual respect?
You're absolutely right.
I won't stay where I'm not respected as a person. I'm definitely not going back.
I'm sorry. That wasn't our intention.
Seriously? You were complaining along with your mother. Who do you think you are to complain? I'm the one who pays the bills.
I know that.
You don't understand anything. That's why we're getting a divorce.
I'm really sorry. How are we going to live without you?
The fuck do I care? Figure it out with your beloved mother. I don't want anything to do with you too.
Calm down and think about it. Mom's getting older. I'm sure we're going to need to pay for her care.
I know.
I only make half of what you do. There's no way I can handle everything on my own.
Then get another job or something. We're going to be strangers soon. I won't pay anything for a stranger.
That's why I'm asking you to reconsider the divorce.
I'm sick and tired of you.
Miley, how are you doing? I see you haven't blocked me. I'm glad to hear that.
What do you want?
At that moment, I didn't believe you'd actually go through with a divorce. I apologize for being so mean to you.
You're creeping me out.
You know, you can come back to our house, right?
What the hell? You kicked me out, remember?
I was mad. It's my fault.
Wow.
I just realized how messed up it was for me to behave like that. I'll take care of you if you come back. I apologize.
Take care of me? What are you talking about?
I'll cook, clean, and even do the laundry. I'm willing to do all of that for you.
You treated me so disrespectfully. Remember when you said I was worse than a housekeeper?
I'm apologizing about that, right? Also, I heard how much you make a year.
What?
I heard you earn $300,000 a year. That's really impressive. I had no idea you were earning that much. I feel terrible for bossing you around and being mean despite that.
I won't be getting back with your son, even if you apologize. Every day felt like hell for me, and I just want to forget it all.
That's why I'm going to make sure to repay you in every way possible from now on.
Repay?
I've put you through much. Let me make it up to you.
Is that how you're going to act now that you know my income? You're something else. I want nothing to do with you anymore. Leave me alone.
Hold on a second. Don't get ahead of yourself just because I held back. You think you can act all high and mighty just because you make more than Sean? Not happening. And after I've even considered welcoming you back as my daughter-in-law, you're refusing?
Welcoming me back? Don't be silly. If anything, it's the other way around. You and your son can live happily together.
I'm saying you should reconcile because we can't get along.
Huh? What do you mean?
Sean is always complaining about not having money. He doesn't even give me any allowance. I can't even go out to lunch with my friends.
Oh yeah, I've been the one paying for everything. Plus, as I age, there's the concern of falling ill, you know? We need to ensure we have funds for that too. Oh, isn't that something you should discuss with your son? It's awkward for me, a stranger, to be told about it. I intend to pay for the care expenses of my own parents. So you should ask your son to pay for yours. Don't be stingy. I'm asking because my son can't afford it. He can't even make ends meet. Oh, I see. Well, that sucks for you. That doesn't mean I'm going to help you two out. Don't be ridiculous. You're way out of line. How about this? Could you help out with living expenses? Let's say, $10,000 a month? You're kidding, right? I don't get it. Why should I help you with your living expenses? You're as nagging and indecisive as ever. Can you just decide right now whether you'll pay for my care or help with monthly expenses? I really don't understand. Why are you short on money? Have you ever thought of asking your son that? Huh? What do you mean? Oh, you still don't know anything, huh? Do you have any idea why you are so broke? It's because of your son. How is it his fault? I won't help you with any of your expenses at all. Go ahead and ask your son. Wait, tell me what's going on. Miley, why'd you go and blurt out that stuff to Mom? Now things are tough every single day. Even if I didn't say anything, it would have come out eventually, right? About your massive debt? You wouldn't quit gambling no matter how many times I ask. And as a result, you ended up in debt, didn't you? It's your own fault, so it's no surprise it came out. Honestly, it was bound to come out. Yes, but was it really necessary to bring it up? Wow, are you serious? You asked me to keep quiet about it, so I worked my ass off to pay off your debts. And yet, your mother treated me like I was just a maid. She made me do everything and constantly belittled me. And you didn't even stand up for me. I'm sorry about that. Do you realize the effort I had to put in to clear your debts? I can't overlook that, and I'd rather not dwell on it. Mom gave the green light for us to reconcile, right? Huh? Don't be ridiculous. Who would get back together with you? I'm so busy paying my debts right now, I can't even make ends meet. I know. I was the one paying for everything, you know. I'm constantly pressured by my mom to provide for daily expenses and allowances. I'm struggling. Well, of course you are. You've been relying on someone else's paycheck for so long. It's no surprise you're feeling squeezed in your current lifestyle, huh? Then lend me a hand, even if it's just a little bit. You gotta pitch in. Why? We were married, don't forget that. We tied the knot out of love. I'm sure you still care enough to help me out. Wow. Come on, you earn a lot of money, so you can spare a little to help me out. Don't be stingy. Stop being delusional. It's your debt, so you need to handle it yourself. Relying on me is pointless. We're just divorced strangers now. That's harsh. If you're determined to do something about it, then you need to work hard yourself. Hey, Miley. I apologize for everything I did to you. It's all my fault. Please, come back. You're persistent, huh? No matter how much you beg me, there's no way I'm going back. We're on the brink of bankruptcy. My son's debts might force us to sell our home. If you can pay off your son's debts that way, why not do it? Well, it's not enough. Are you serious? Is it getting worse? Maybe. I don't know the original amount. What a scumbag. A scumbag. Maybe it's better if you go bankrupt. You're heartless, aren't you? You have no idea what is Sean going through. You should think about how he feels. You're undeniably the one who raised such a son. If you're feeling any responsibility, why don't you two pitch in and work to pay off the debt together? What are you talking about? There's no way I can work at my age. I don't think that's true. There are plenty of people your age working too. Everyone's just living life responsibly, you know. What? I don't think I can. Then what are you going to do? How about I work for you? What? I'll work as a housekeeper for you. You pay me $10,000 a month. I think I can work if you pay me that. It's a good idea, isn't it? What do you think? You must be out of your mind. No wonder why your son is messed up too. You don't understand anything, do you? Huh? I got better things to do than this. Please leave me alone. Oh no, I thought it was a good idea. I don't have anything to do with you crazy people. Think about how to live your life without me. Miley, why are you being like this? I'm your mother-in-law, remember? I divorced your son long time ago. I have nothing else to do with you. I'm blocking both of you, so please leave me alone. No. How are we going to live? Help us. After selling their house to pay off the debt, there was still some money left. Sean and his mother lost their home, and now they live in a small rented apartment, struggling to make ends meet. Sean works extra night shifts after his regular job to repay the debt, and his mother got a part-time job at a deli. They're both pitching in to clear the remaining debt, which is only fair. I'm focusing on work to get back the money I spent for Sean. When I've saved up a bit, I might plan a solo trip. Until then, I'll just take it day by day.
Guess who I am? Yes, who is this? I don't accept advertising messages. Are you serious? Don't you get it? How could you forget about me? It's me, Poppy. Poppy, is that you? I remember now. I didn't expect you to contact me. How have you been? I can't believe it took you so long to remember. Your memory is as bad as ever. I can't believe you forgot the most beautiful girl in our grade. No one has ever forgot about me before. I remember you, Poppy. How did you get my number? Well, I know that you won't forget me. Are you surprised when you got a message from the most popular girl in school? It's an honor, right? I mean, it's an honor, but it was so sudden. By the way, who gave you my contact information? You're being unfriendly. You should be more impressed or overwhelmed that I contacted you. I'm impressed. Just answer my question, okay? You're still a boring woman as ever. I asked Sarah. Seems like you're still hanging out with the same old dweebs. I'm not impressed. Sarah? Yes, we get along well. I chose the person whom I want to get along with, and it's none of your business. So, what do you want from me? Well, don't rush me. You should show me how glad you are to talk to me. Joy should be expressed to the fullest. Thank you, Poppy. I'm glad you called. Yes, just like that. I have an important announcement to make. We're having a reunion next week. Next week? At this time of year? Oh, let's not do that. We're not supposed to go out, right? That only applies when you're attending unimportant events. The reunion doesn't fall under that category. It's an important event. What? I don't get it. Are you out of your mind? I'm the one who asked you to get together. It's going to be an important gathering. After all, I'm the most beautiful girl in our grade. Are you serious? We're in a serious situation right now, and you still want to have the reunion? Wow, I'm amazed with your bravery. Looks like you haven't changed at all. Thank you for your compliment. I love being praised. I'm often told I'm amazing. Yeah, I know that. I don't think what I just said to you was a compliment. I understand that you're just too shy to admit that you just gave me a compliment. Don't be shy, Marissa. We're having a reunion next Sunday, so you'll have to attend. You can't tell me that you won't go. I told you that we shouldn't gather now. It's not a good timing to do that. I know, of course. So this time we're having a reunion with just the 5 of us. I had a hard time choosing the members. That's not what I meant. Right now you need to keep a distance from people. Do you understand that? Of course, it's common sense. But it's not forbidden to have dinner with family members. It won't be a problem if it's just for a few hours. What are you talking about? We're not family, are we? Stop kidding me. I think we are like a family because we've been together since high school, right? Oh, really? I haven't heard from you since graduation. Has it been that long? I'm sorry I made you feel lonely. I won't leave you alone anymore. If you missed me so much, you should have told me sooner. Geez, I don't think you understand about what I'm trying to tell you. By the way, why did you suddenly decide to have a reunion? That's the thing. Listen to me. I bumped into Edward the other day. I realized that we were meant to be with each other. What do you mean? I don't think I understand what you're talking about. He seemed busy that day, but he told me to meet him next time. I realized that he wanted a chance to meet me too. Well, I think he was trying to be polite to you. You're being too optimistic. Of course not. Edward has been in love with me since high school. I guess he thought I was too hard to get, so he didn't confess his love to me. You really are a silly girl. In short, are you telling me you want a reunion because you want to meet Edward? No, he's the one who wants to meet me. I failed to get his contact information. I'm having Sarah to contact him. Why did you invite me then? I don't think it has anything to do with me. I wonder why you can't understand such a simple thing. Without you, I wouldn't stand out, would I? Seriously? You have always been my perfect foil. A beautiful woman like me needs a friend like that, right? I can't believe that you're still a brazen as ever. I'm so impressed by your attitude. I can't make it next week. I'm sorry. Why not? You can't just refuse my invitation like that. You have no right to do that. Oh, I get it. You don't want to see me because you've gained so much weight, haven't you? That must be the main reason. You're just a foil to me anyway. You don't have to worry about that. Oh, you're right. I may have gained weight. Awesome. Then you'll have to come. Promise me that you'll come. I'm looking forward to it. Wait a minute. I really can't. Since Poppy wasn't replying to my message, I asked Sarah to let her know that I'm not coming to the reunion, and yet Poppy sent me an outrageous message again. Finally, we'll meet each other tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. Don't forget that you're my foil. That's what you're good at. Hey, didn't Sarah tell you about that? I thought she told you I can't go. Did she? I didn't know about that. I really can't go tomorrow. I just can't. How is that possible? I'm not going to let you refuse my invitation. By the way, what about the others? Can they come? Of course. I'm the one who invited them. How could they refuse? Oh, I see. Wait a minute. You don't want to attend because you've gained weight? You don't have to worry about that. Yes, I've gained weight, but that's not the problem. What's the difference? You just don't want to attend because of your appearance. No matter if you're fat or not, you're not even pretty. No one can change that fact, and I feel sorry for you. Whatever. I'm busy. Can we end this conversation now? I don't have time to deal with you. Hey, how many pounds have you gained? I think I gained 17 pounds. No kidding! I can't stop laughing. Then I want to see you even more. I'll be on time tomorrow, so don't be late. I can't go. You have to understand that. I can't make it tomorrow, no matter how hard I try. You called me even after Sarah said I can't go. Didn't you? I know that. Sarah, oh, that introverted girl, she's married and she's so cheeky. I can't let her get ahead of me, can I?
Don't be rude, Poppy. Everyone deserves their own happiness. Sarah got married to a wonderful guy.
She doesn't deserve to get married.
Hold on a sec. Who do you think you are that you can just say whatever you want?
I'm Poppy, the most popular girl at school. I was also the most beautiful girl in my grade. I deserve to get married with a nice guy and live a happy life.
I'm sorry, I have to leave now.
Wait a minute, I'm not done talking yet. If you don't show up tomorrow, I'll cut ties with you.
I'm honestly exhausted from dealing with Poppy since she's being so persistent. Frankly speaking, it's a big nuisance for me. I was in a state where I had to leave quickly, so I just ignored her. Then, as expected, I was bombarded with messages every day.
Are you kidding me? I've been trying to reach you. You should at least read my messages.
I'm sorry, I'm busy. I told you I don't have time to hang out with you.
What have you been doing for a week? Tell me you're sorry for not coming to the reunion. I can't believe you didn't even give me a call.
You're such a pain in the ass, Poppy. I'm going to cut ties with you. I want you to stay out of my life.
You're being cocky, huh? Don't you dare talk to me like that, Marissa. Who the hell do you think you are?
Me? Someone's wife?
Someone's wife? Are you kidding me? You don't even have a boyfriend.
I don't have a boyfriend.
I'm sure you don't. You don't have to tell me that. If you even manage to get a boyfriend, I'm going to walk upside down.
Really? I love to see you doing that.
Of course, it's not true. I mean, it's just impossible for you to get a boyfriend. You should apologize for what you said to me.
What? Didn't Sarah tell you? I'm married.
I told you to stop joking, didn't I? Stop saying lies. You don't have to pretend about your life.
It's true. Why don't you believe me?
Don't be silly. You must apologize to me properly. You aren't pretty and you also have put on extra 17 pounds. I think you've finally lost your mind. What a pity.
I think I have an average appearance. You have no right to insult me, Poppy.
It's okay. You don't have to argue about that. I know that you're embarrassed with your appearance. I mean, I think it's important for a woman to look good. If you're beautiful like me, you'll get all the benefits. Unfortunately, you're not as pretty as me. I must say that God is unfair. Poor you.
I don't think so.
You just need to admit it, Marissa. We're all adults now. You don't have to hide your thoughts.
I'm telling you the truth anyway.
Huh? What are you talking about? You're just trying to look good in front of me, aren't you?
I'm sorry about the reunion.
Did Sarah tell you about that?
Yes, she said no one could make it. I'm sorry to hear that.
That's because you didn't show up. I've told you to come multiple times. Just because you're unhappy, it doesn't give you the right to interfere with my happiness.
I don't think it's my fault. I think you're mistaken about me being unhappy. Listen, Poppy, I don't know what you're thinking, but you're married, right? Did you know Edward is married too?
Yes, I'm married. I don't think that matters.
Are you trying to have an affair with Edward?
Cheating? I wouldn't do such a barren thing. Edward and I just married the wrong person. We should just break up with our partners and start a new life together.
So you want to remarry? Let me ask you a very basic question. Did Edward ever told you that he likes you?
He doesn't need to tell me that. There's no man who wouldn't love a beautiful woman like me. You are such a silly girl, Marissa.
Don't you think that you're just imagining things?
Of course not. How could it be? It's just that right now the wheels of fate are turning. It's romantic, isn't it?
Romantic, huh?
Unlike you, I've been through a lot. I can feel it in my bones. You've never experienced it, so you have no idea about that.
Well, you've been married 3 times anyway. I don't even want to know.
How did you find out? Oh well, I don't care. Yes, there were so many I couldn't choose just one. So I married them off one at a time to be fair. It's tough being born as a beautiful woman.
I see, that's great.
You're so dull. Did you just now realize how great I am?
Of course not. I've known you for a long time. You say it's fate or something, but you're just being too confident. Are you making fun of me? You're just jealous. Will you calm down and listen to me? Edward is married to me. That's the truth. What? Are you stupid? Have you lost your mind? You don't want to believe it, do you? That I'm Edward's wife. I tried to tell you the other day, but then you hung up on me without permission. You're kidding, right? There must be some mistake. Are you trying to set me up? Are you jealous because I'm pretty? No, that's not true. I can't believe you. I told you it's true, Poppy. You've been in love with Edward the whole time. I don't believe you. Don't say weird things. You're harassing me because you're jealous. Fine. I'll ask Edward directly then. Give me his number. I'll have to ask him. I can't just tell you without his permission. See? I knew it. You're lying. Okay, I'll ask him when he comes home tonight. I don't think he'll allow me to do that, so don't get your hopes up. I'll let you know tomorrow. I won't forgive you if you're lying. You're so late, Marissa. I've had enough. You told me that you'll let me know. Good morning. I didn't know that you're an early bird, Poppy. I've been waiting for you since last night. You couldn't call me because you lied to me, right? It's heartbreaking, isn't it? You and Edward. I shudder in disgust just thinking about it. I'm so busy in the morning. I was going to call you later. I told Edward about it, but he said no. I told you not to get your hopes up, didn't I? That's unbelievable. I can't trust you. You really are a brazen woman. Edward asked me to go out with him. How could I refuse? You're such a liar. I'm not lying. What should I do to make you believe me then? If you let me see him, I'll believe you. Okay then, just give me a minute. I'll ask him. Sorry to keep you waiting, but he said he can talk during his lunch break today. Well done. You did a great job asking him. That's exactly what I wanted you to do for me. Do you know where his company is? I'll send you a map later. Thank you. I can finally meet him. I'm sure that he'll be happy. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm sorry that I'm the only one who's happy, not you. Never mind. You should talk to him directly. I'm sure you'll understand everything. Thank you. We need to talk about our future. I've got to divorce that useless husband of mine. I can't slow down. Don't be hasty. Just think about that after you meet Edward. What are you talking about? I don't get it. You know what they say, the sooner the better. I'm going to write the divorce papers and file them right away. Maybe that's a little hasty. Can you just stay out of my life? Yeah, okay. I don't care what happens. Bye then. My husband Edward decided to meet Poppy. Soon after meeting with my husband, I thought I would get a message from Poppy, but I didn't hear anything from her since then. I got worried, so I decided to contact her that evening. Did you meet with Edward? I wonder if you understood the situation. Why? I can't believe this is really happening. He wasn't even happy when he saw me. He said I was annoying. He also told me that he has a baby now. The only reason I couldn't go to the reunion was because I went into labor. Sarah told me about you. I didn't think you were really married. Was I being deceived? I didn't deceive anyone. All I've said was the truth. I've written the divorce papers. What should I do now? You should take the responsibility of this. That's your own responsibility. I told you, you were being too hasty. I stopped you, didn't I? You didn't get it that way. The way you said it was wrong. My husband said he'd ask for alimony. What? Your husband? But you didn't cheat on him, did you? I did twice when we were still married. Oh, I guess you have no choice then. You deserve that anyway. I want to contact my husband, but I can't reach him. What am I supposed to do now? You will be happy and I'll be unhappy. It's just too much to bear. I can't take it anymore. So you're saying that it's okay for people to be unhappy, but you want yourself to be happy. What a selfish woman you are. Yes, as long as I'm happy, that's all that matters. If only you wouldn't exist, I'd be happy. I'm so shocked. Are you serious?
Of course I am. Did it sound like a lie? Poppy, you should really think about what you're doing. Do you realize how much you've hurt people? Well, I don't think you do. You've been hurting my feelings since a long time ago. What's the point of saying that now? I was hoping that one day you'd understand, but it looks like I was just wasting my time dealing with you. I'm sure your husband has been hurt a lot too. I don't care about that. I'm done with you. I'll forgive you if you're truly sorry for what you did, but I will consider suing you if you continue to behave like this. I think you and your husband need to have a talk first. Sue me? I haven't done anything wrong. What you're doing is contempt. Both Edward and I are lawyers, and we can get you set up in a minute. Contempt? Is that a crime? What do you mean? Of course it's a crime. For contempt, you'll be in jail for less than 30 days. Wait, am I going to get caught? Are you kidding me? I'm not. Oh, by the way, you've been writing all this stuff about me on social media, haven't you? I don't remember that. Don't play dumb with me. You wrote things like I'm a woman who can't get married, or that I'm stalking you because I'm too unpopular. You wrote things on your timeline that weren't true, and you even posted a picture of me on your timeline. I'd rather sue you for defamation. Oh, wait! There's no need to be so angry. It's just a joke. I hate it when people can't take a joke. You've gone too far. It's not a joke. Defamation is punishable by imprisonment. It's a bit excessive, don't you think? I'll erase them from my timeline. That'll solve everything. I've already got the evidence. Edward is furious. He says he'll never forgive you. Is that so? Oh my god, what should I do? I'm sorry. Do you think you can solve everything just by apologizing? I'm gonna delete everything in my timeline now. Please don't put me in prison. I'm really sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I apologize. I'm terribly sorry. You still don't get it, do you? I'm so disappointed. Defamation is punishable by up to 3 years in prison. Take some time to cool down. You need to reflect on what you've done to yourself. No, please, I'll do anything. Hey, why won't you answer me? Help me, please. I won't do it again. How can I get you to forgive me? Marissa, please. Do you want to be sued for violating the anti-nuisance ordinance too? Please don't do that. After that, Poppy stopped contacting me. She asked her ex-husband to annul the divorce, but she was divorced because she was caught cheating on her ex-husband. The previous divorces were all caused by her affairs. The amount of alimony was outrageous. She thought it was impossible to pay it back by herself. She tried to get married to a wealthy man, but all of them didn't work out. She ended up getting a night job to pay back the money. I felt sorry for her, so I decided not to sue her. I'm living a happy life with my child and my kind husband. I'm going to protect her happiness at all costs.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!